Welcome everyone to the Best Options YouTube channel. In today's video, we are looking at the top 5 best Mini ITX cases that you can buy this year. First, we will be looking at some of the best affordable Mini ITX cases that are available, then to the absolute top best one money you can buy. As always, you can find all the links to the products that are mentioned in this video, right in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Without any more delay, let's get started. In number 5, we recommend you the Thermaltake Core V1 SPCC Mini ITX Cube Gaming Computer Case Chassis. The Core V1 has an all-steel assembly for the frame and panels, but this Mini ITX chassis has a plastic bezel frame with steel mesh that covers the entire front. The Core V1 is restricted to 10.86 inches in height, 10.23 inches in width, and 12.4 inches in depth. We can also see that there are a windowed panel and a mention of interchangeable panels. This means that either of the well-ventilated side panels will swap with the top panel, so the window can be on the left, the right, or you can leave it at the top as shipped. Inside of the chassis, there are 2 storage drive trays that will allow for either a pair of 2.5 inches drives or a pair of 3.5 inches drives that hang off the right side of the motherboard tray. Speaking of which, the tray offers raised steel section drilled to accept the motherboard screws, and even offers a large access hole for the CPU cooler backplate. At the front of the plate, near the 7.87 inches installed fan, the tray is open to allow for all wiring from the PSU to get to the upper shelf easily. In the back there are 2 expansion slots, and cards that fill them can be 10 inches and still fit inside the chassis. The front is also cut away to allow you to fiddle with fitting 11.2 inches worth of card if the 7.87 inches fan is not used. The other specification that will lead to many wanting to use an AIO is that the CPU height restriction is 4.7 inches from the motherboard to the top panel. In the 4 number of our best ITX cases list, we recommend you the Lian B1 Mini ITX Tower Case, with tempered glass top panel. It offers a 200W80 plus gold power supply as well as a 3.15 inches internal fan, but trades the durable aluminum aesthetic of the Chopin for a more sleek, and dust-attracting, plastic and glass design, and with 3.15 by 11.89 by 4.25 inches dimensions. It also offers extra height for CPU coolers, though in reality, this isn't totally accurate as the mesh cover of the Chopin allows for coolers near its maximum limit, while a cooler in the B1 will need some breathing room as air won't be flowing through that glass. The B1 also allows for the install of 2 2.5 hard drives on the backside of the motherboard tray. Externally it gives up a USB 3.0 port, and reduces the microphone and headphone jack down to a single combo jack on the front. Otherwise, there is nothing exceptional to write about regarding the specs. It is designed for APU systems or other integrated graphics, as there is no PCI slot on the case. More stylish than the popular Chopin with a tempered glass cover, and following a different cooling principle than the open-air H-frame Mini of yesteryear, the B1 is an affordable and stylish case for those seeking a compact home server or mini PC. number 3, we recommend the Lian TU150WX Black Aluminum Mini ITX Computer Case. The TU150 is a Mini ITX in a style of what would be called a LAN box. A LAN box is a miniature portable rig which in some cases employed a handle for more comfortable transport. The TU150 similar to the TU100 applies a handle, however where the TU100 used to have a solid handle that folded over, the TU150 recesses creating a much cleaner final top appearance. The TU150 has some cool features, one being the ball and socket connection system for the exterior panels. This allows for easy removal and reinstallation of the panels for cleaning or system maintenance. Also, the use of a tempered glass main panel means a modern internal aesthetic along with proper masking to hide internal cabling. Another neat cable management trick is that Lian allows the top panel where the handle recesses to hide wiring as well. The motherboard fitment is Mini ITX or DTX compatible. DTX is probably a less common one for most as it's an ITX model but longer. HDD and SSD fitment is up to 2x 2.5 inches SSDs or 1x 3.5 inches and a 2.5 inches SSD. There is no PSU shroud as the PSU is moved to the top right of the chassis and is hidden from view by black internal masking on the window. In number 2, we have for you the Razer Tomahawk Mini ITX Gaming Chassis, dual-sided tempered glass swivel doors. The frame is made entirely of steel, and for the price point, I was hoping to find some aluminum pieces. However, on the good side build quality feels really good and everything feels well put together. The swivel side panels are on both sides so make sure to do good cable management for a job, but the glass is very tinted so you are not going to see much of the cables anyway. The side panel is also removable for easy installation and attaches with magnets and tiny clips into the frame, so they stay securely in place. Some unique design elements here include the square ventilation pattern, both in the top and on the sides for the front panel. A staple for all Razer cases as far as I know has been the LED strips for the underflow effect, and here we have this massive diffusion layer so the lighting is incredibly soft and vibrant. The I/O is at the top with 2 USB 3.0 ports, power and resets buttons, separate audio connectors, and the USB Type-C port with a nice long cable for the motherboard. For the front panel, we have removable dust filters on each side of the ventilation, although let's be real, this front panel is a complete choking hazard, especially after that filter is installed. As for the top, we have a removable fan bracket that supports up to 9.45 inches radiator and its associated 4.72 inches fans, and you can also come out with a 4.72 inches fan for the rear. In number 1 of our list, we recommend you the absolute one of the best ITX cases, ASUS ROG Z11 Mini ITX DTX Gaming Case with patented 11 degrees tilt design. The ASUS ROG Z11 stars an 11-degree tilted interior design for enhanced heat dissipation and better cable management. The purpose is to provide more airflow, which is critical in high-performance systems that are using smaller form factors such as Mini ITX. The ASUS ROG Z11 is invented to provide support for full-size power supplies and has good support for cooling. What makes this chassis truly unique though is the fact that it can be used in both a portrait and landscape mode. For example, you can rest the chassis horizontally, but also vertically. Though you may only house small Mini ITX form factor motherboards, it offers space for multiple SSDs, depending on your choice of PSU form factor. It can house normal-sized ATX power supplies. Next to the rather cool and somewhat compact design, it's actually quite big for a Mini ITX chassis. The looks are pretty terrific. Aluminum panels, steel frame, USB 3.0 as well as a USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type-C connector. Included with the ROG Z11 are three 5.5 inches cooling fans. The chassis otherwise supports a 9.45 inches radiator at the rear, however you may also install a 4.7 inches radiator in the bottom of the chassis. If you are into a ROG themed PC, you're going to like this one.